Entering your heart space is getting into the flow of who you are. It's about not having this piece of you here that's misunderstood and this piece of you over there that's stuck in the dark corner and it's not being heard. Because the more fragments that we're not hearing, that we're not seeing, that we're not acknowledging, the more aspects of ourselves that are not giving into our energy here on earth, that are not giving into manifesting and connecting with people and being open to situations that are going to be a gift to us, that are going to be open to situations that are going to gift us with presence or with connection. The more aspects of us that are split off, the more aspects of us that are not going to be connected to our purpose here on earth, that are not going to feel the energy flowing in the right direction. So my major job here with you guys is to help support you in getting your energy to flow in the right direction, in getting your energy to flow in the direction of your heart space, but also in the direction of what your true desires are. And what I have really seen with working with people on one-on-one is that there's these aspects of them that are stuck in the subconscious mind that are literally keeping them from what they want. And when we look at this subconscious aspect, like Angelica knows about this because I've worked with her one-on-one a lot, and we have found like so many aspects that she's just like, oh man, like if I would have just like realized this aspect was here, it would be so easy to just move past it. And we have moved past some of those things that she's been, carrying on to. And they're so little, they're so small. And this is for everybody. Everybody has those things in which if they would just look at this belief, if they would just look it in the eye and be like, okay, this is here, this is right here, they would know what they're up against. And they could work with that, because a lot of the time it's literally just going into the subconscious belief, understanding it, just like in the meditation we went to understand our pain. It is literally like understanding this aspect of you that has been lost or has been shamed, or has been pushed to the side. So why is connection so important? And why is this like the major thing keeping you from entering your heart space? Because we are all one. Because, even though that's like on a higher universal level, how we get into our heart space here on earth is by first connecting to ourselves, which a lot of people, even the people in here that are very connected with themselves, like, you could go deeper into that to really see yourself and validate yourself and value yourself and know what you have come here to do and trust in yourself. That is connecting with yourself and, going into the people around you and forming deeper connections with them. That is going to help you get into your heart space, because it is connection with the earth, it is connection with the cosmos, and it is connection with yourself that is going to take you into the heart space. And the reason that is so freaking epic and empowering is because you're no longer going to have all these streams that are pushing up against your true self. You're no longer going to have all these streams that are tearing your energy apart and going to these different locations. We want all your stream of consciousness to be heading towards your dreams, to be, in alignment with your soul, and in alignment with your heart, and in alignment with your mind. So we're going to talk a lot about connection and how to heal your relationship connections in your life, with yourself, with the people in your life. We're going to talk a lot about how to make new connections and how to get on the vibrational flow of allowing these people to come into our life. Because as light workers, I'm sure we're all having this struggle right now where it's like, okay, like there's people in my area, but they don't understand me. They're not on my level. I can't get into a deeper flow with them. So that is what we're gonna work on. We're gonna work on the aspect of yourself that is stopping you from making those connections, the aspect of yourself that is still scared, the aspect of yourself that is not letting you do this. That is what we want. That is what we are working on. So when we talk about the heart space, what we're really talking about here is we're talking about getting into a tandem flow with Mother Earth, a tandem flow with the universe, and a tandem flow with yourself. So when we're looking at connecting with Mother Earth, I'm going to tell you why this is so fucking helpful. When you are looking at connecting with Mother Earth, not only is she a part of your body, but she literally has this intense manifestation power. And when you realize that this manifestation power, this immense being, is literally an aspect of your higher self, like quite literally, she is the higher self of all people on earth. So she is an aspect of your higher self, like quite literally. So when you take her as part of yourself, when you start connecting with Mother Earth in this way, you begin to realize that, I can create a space where I'm safe. I can create a space where I have what I want. I know that Mother Earth is working with me, and I know that she has unlimited resources. Like if we look at the physical world around us, we can say like, oh, like everything is limited and everything is running out. Like yes, that is true on one level, but on a universal level, the universe has unlimited resources to provide you with. And so this is all about tapping into those resources. This is all about tapping into Mother herself. Because when you feel that tandem flow between you and Mother Earth, you're not going to feel alone anymore. And you're not going to feel like you're doing it by yourself. Because every time you walk out that door, or every time you're even inside your door, you know that you have this epic consciousness working with you, because she is ultimately working towards the ascension of everybody on earth right now. Like just like we're working towards our own ascension and the ascension of the beings on earth, Mother Earth literally has that contract with us. There's nothing that she wants more than us like actually waking up and actually connecting with her. So I think that we're going to get a little bit into relationship healing right now. So this is where if you guys like learning with like a pencil and a paper type deal, I would suggest getting that resource out. If you guys are like, I'm just gonna listen and like I'll get back to that when I watch the recording, you can do that too. It all depends on your learning style. It all depends on how you want to take this in. So I want you guys to think about that one relationship that you not only want to heal, but that you know that you have the potential to heal. That you know that that potential is sitting right there and that you could heal it. In this exercise, we don't want to talk about relationships that have seriously wounded you throughout your life, and like it's going to be really hard to like make amends with them and stuff. You want to search for a relationship that is savable, that both people are working towards saving in the first place, that both people want to make a difference with in the first place. So taking a piece of paper or just doing this in your mind, once you have that one person, I want you to write down or think of the 3 major reasons you're not connecting with them right now, or the 3 major reasons that are holding you back from the connecting with them. So whether it's like they don't understand my anger, or whether it's like they don't meet my needs, whether this is someone that you already connect with and you want to go deeper into the connection. So like let's say you're already connecting with them, but you want to make yourself more heard. You want to write down these 3 reasons that is stopping you from either connecting with them, period, or that is stopping you from going deeper into the connection. I'm just going to give everybody a time to think about that and to write that down. So for those of you who are finishing up, I'm just giving you your last little 10-second warning before I start talking over you. I can see some of you still processing a little bit. I can see some of you are ready to go on. Okay. For those of you who are ready to go on, the next part of this exercise is I want you to write down 3 reasons for each of those reasons of how you could come to a solution for this thing that is blocking the relationship. So, like, let's say it's the fact that this person is not meeting your needs. You could write down, well, I need to express myself more clearly. I need to, actually start showing them what it looks like to meet my needs. And I need to just take responsibility for where I can make my own needs. So that's just like an example. So I want you guys to write down, so the 3 reasons that you gave for this person, for your relationship being blocked with this person right now, I want you to write down 3 reasons that you could most definitely, like starting tomorrow, starting right here, right now, that you can most definitely make an effort to heal this aspect of the relationship. So 3 reasons for each of those 3 reasons. And try to give yourself physical, solid examples of how this is going to happen and what this is going to look like. Because if you put it into physical actions or physical moments that you guys share, it's a lot more likely going to, help you be reminded of that within the moment. Pia, I read your comment. Just give me 1 second, dear. So Pia, you say, I feel that it is difficult to fully understand what NR2 should be or look like. That end of the sentence, what NR2 should be or look like, I'm not quite understanding. So if you could please clarify that for me so that I can answer your question for you. Thank you. Okay, so Pia, if you, yeah, okay, so if you have a hard time coming up with a physical way that you guys could heal that aspect of the relationship, you just want to go into how you can take responsibility to make a change there. Because even though it takes two to make that responsibility, when one person starts trying, what it looks like vibrationally is that the person that they're trying to connect with and trying to work with to heal, that person either has to come and meet your energy, or they're going to have to leave the relationship altogether. When you start holding the vibration of what you want to see in the relationship, they're either going to have to come and meet your energy, or there is going to be a phasing out of the relationship where basically you realize, okay, this person, they're not going to meet my needs. They're not going to come up to where I want to be in the relationship. So you just want to focus on what it could feel like for you to heal those three aspects and write down 3 ways that you could be held responsible for making changes in the relationship based on the 3 things you are having trouble with. So you're writing down 3 things that you're having trouble with in the relationship, 3 aspects you want healed. And then under each of those 3, you're writing another 3 ways that you could take responsibility to heal that part of the relationship. And once you do the work, once you actually take the effort to heal that aspect of the relationship, you're going to find out if that person actually wants to put the effort in, or if they're done. You're going to find out pretty quickly if they're going to meet you or not. And anybody who feels like I wrote down everything and I'm done and I'm waiting for you guys, try to just integrate the information that you're writing down, even if you've already done the exercise, and it'll give other people a chance to catch up to you. Okay. Can I get like head nods or something if the majority of you guys are ready to go to the next part or phasing? Because I'm not really sure who's good or not. All right, cool. Astrid, Angelica, are you guys good? All right. Awesome. Okay. So the next part of this exercise, you might be familiar with it already, but I wanted to add this in, is I want you guys to now go into what this person that you're having trouble connecting with, what their perspective looks like. You can use the 3 things that you wrote down to go into, like, what is their side of the story to these 3 things? Where are they coming from when I think about these 3 things? I want you guys to write down what it would be like to be seeing and hearing and feeling from the perspective of this other person. I want you to literally go into what their side of the story is for these 3 things. Why they're acting like this. What have they been through in their life that leads them to act like this? So I'm starting to see some people coming back in from the exercise. All right, I feel like we're ready to move on with this. I see some head nods. All right, cool. So we just worked on, what you can do to understand the other person, to heal your relationship. So we're going to talk a little bit about relationship healing on that note. So a lot of the time when there's a relationship that you're either not connecting with, like you're not fully connecting with this person, you don't feel like the energy is really unified, you don't feel like this other person is understanding you, you don't feel like this other person is understanding your needs, you feel like frustrated in the relationship. So when we have aspects of our fragmentation that we are pushing to the corner, and when we have aspects of ourself that we're not even connecting with, you better believe that we're going to be experiencing that in our relationships. When you're having issues in a relationship, it always means that there's an aspect of yourself that you're denying, that there's aspects of yourself that you're not focusing on, that there's aspects of yourself that you are not fully realizing, that you're not fully taking the time to understand your needs and connect with yourself. Because when you are in tandem with the self, it's not that you're going to have perfect relationships, but as you come deeper into the waters of your own energy, as you come deeper into connecting with yourself, your relationships are going to do two things. They're either going to bring all of those damn shadows to the surface to heal, or this person is going to literally walk out of your life and you're going to be completely freaking shocked. Because when you start holding on to the frequency within you that says, I deserve someone to listen to me and meet my needs and love me, and understand me, when you are holding on to that vibration fully within you, where you fully know that you deserve someone amazing in your life, as amazing as you, where you're fully realizing your own potential and how amazing you are, the person in your life will not be able to treat you like shit anymore. It's impossible. Because the only it's not to blame anyone who feels a victim to the way that they've been treated, but it doesn't excuse circumstances you've been in, and it doesn't excuse what you've gone through, but there is a level of you that allowed somebody to treat you like that. And it's not what we want to focus on for purposes of healing, because for purposes of healing, you want to validate how much pain you've been through in a certain situation. But it's just to say that there is a level of responsibility within your own stream that is allowing this relationship to flourish and to continue to hurt you. So what we're going to be doing in the Enter Your Heart Space program is going into the aspects of yourself that need to heal, going into the aspects of yourself that don't really feel good about themselves, and that are, because of that, allowing these people to mirror the fact that you don't feel good about yourself, to mirror the fact that you don't feel safe, to mirror the fact that you feel bullied within, or that you feel bullied around you. They are mirroring that. And literally, as you come deeper into the heart space, and as you fully feel good about yourself, the people that you are having issues with, that are genuinely looking for a connection and genuinely do want to put the effort in to heal, they're going to come crawling back into your life, or they're going to come into your life and they're going to be like, hey, I'm here to work on it now. I'm here to do something about it now. And I've seen that myself. When I was jumping deeper into the heart space, there's two things happening in my life. One is that the people who didn't want to be with me and who didn't want to put the effort in, and who were honestly treating me like genuine, they weren't treating me good. They were leaving my life like flies, and I had no control over it. I did have control over it, but it was like I didn't even realize that I was doing it. I was like, okay, so these people are just leaving, and then it was coming to the understanding, all right, they didn't treat me well. That's the reason that they're leaving. And at the same time, the people who were ready to fully love me and to make the connection, they were coming to the surface to make that connection. The people that were good for me literally came out of nowhere, like came out of nowhere because I had held that vibration to myself and to the universe that I was ready to fully be loved. And so that's why they came in. So this is majorly what we're going to be working on, is getting to that place of flow within you where you can manifest these people back into your life, and you can weed out the ones that aren't really there to help you, that aren't really there to love you, that aren't really there to make a difference in your life, because you deserve genuine connection. You deserve authentic relationships. You deserve people that are going to love you for you and that are going to put the effort in. And in any relationship that you're ever struggling in, you honestly, the first question to ask is, if I am directly communicating them something, if I am directly telling them what their needs are, if I am directly letting them know that this is what's up, if that person is not reciprocating, if that person genuinely doesn't want connection with you, if they're genuinely not putting the effort in, you have to leave the relationship. You have to do it, because you can't keep on focusing on the people that aren't willing to put the effort in and aren't willing to connect with you and get the type of relationships that you're looking for. You need to really look yourself in the face and look them in the face and ask, you know, do they want this? If I start putting the effort in, are they going to reciprocate? Are they going to put the effort in back? Or am I going to just be doing this alone and feel completely isolated? So that's the first question to ask yourself. Am I wasting my time on someone who is not willing to commit, who is not willing to connect, who is using me in their life for whatever freaking reason, who is not ready to connect with themselves and therefore not ready to connect with me? Or are they genuinely looking to connect with me as well, but there's some work that we have to do to come to the middle? You know, maybe it's something that you both have to do to change the way you communicate with each other. But there is a huge difference between someone who is willing to connect with you, who is willing to give you their energy, who is willing to give you their time, and between that person that is in your life and tells you that they want that, but every time you ask them to show up, they don't. And every time you ask them for something, they don't give it. And every time it's important to you, they don't care. If you have someone like that in your life, you know that it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And you know, it's that fake faucet friend that is like, hey, how are you going? Yeah, you're my best friend. Yeah, I care about you so much. And then like you message them a week later and you're like, I'm going through the worst time in my life. And all of a sudden they're not responding. They look at your message and they never send you a message back. They, you know, all of a sudden you're talking about the real you and they don't care anymore. Because they're not looking for the real you. They're not looking to connect with you. They are looking for a stage to stand on and tell their story to. And that's also something that I want you guys to be really cognizant of. The person that is always talking about themselves, the person that is not looking to understand you and what's going on in your life, the person where you're always doing favors for them, they're always talking about their needs. They're always talking about what's good for their life. And they're never, ever giving you back that energy. These are the people that are not looking for genuine connection. They're not looking to grow with you or understand you or take you as part of themselves. And you need to let them go, or you need to let the universe naturally flush them out. Because if you are here today, you're looking to enter your heart space more deeply. And I literally know that everybody here already is entering their heart space and is already on the brink of that. Guess what? You wouldn't be a match to this program otherwise. You wouldn't be a match to even like hearing about this program, never mind getting into it and taking it and like committing to yourself to become a part of it. And you wouldn't be a match to the beautiful people that you're staring at right now, the beautiful souls that have come with you along this journey. Because guess what? We're all on a very, very barely similar vibration. And that's why when I set out this vortex to attract the people that needed this program to help them get to this next stage, like literally from all different ways, from all different ends of the world, you guys showed up and you said, I'm here and I'm ready. And so we're really lucky to go through this process with people who understand us, with people who are on the same level of consciousness. This is why this group is so important as a group support, because we can support each other, and reach out to each other when we're on this process. And it is going to be that much more powerful, because I know that you guys have been doing this work on your own. I know that so many of you have been doing the self-love thing and have been doing the shadow work, and you've been doing it all by yourself. And that's why this program, this support has come in for you, to help you get to the next stage, to help you get to the next step. Because when we're supporting each other, is that much more real, and we're meeting our first and foremost basic human need, which is connection. And that's why I'm having you guys, start connecting with each other throughout the program. Because if I'm going to teach you guys how to connect with the people in your surroundings, you're going to have some backbone of what it's like to connect with people, what it's like to have people who genuinely, truly care. And also, if we're going to be going into shadow work together and into soul retrieval, you want to know that you can trust the people in the program and that you can, be vulnerable in front of them. So I'm also giving you guys that opportunity before we start getting into personal problems and shadow work and getting into the deep, dark juju of your heart. I want you guys to feel comfortable with the people in the group. So I think that I'm going to start working with you guys one-on-one to basically go deeper into self-love and relationship healing. So in the chat box, I want you guys to sort of raise your hand, let me know if you're ready to go. And for the people who are I've got to go in 10-15 minutes, please let me know that you have to leave, because obviously they're going to be getting first priority. So I'm going to the chat box, guys. You guys can honestly, unmute yourselves if you want. I'll have a couple of people unmute themselves that might want to go or that might want to say something. So I just want to know, Quentin, you unmuted yourself. Would you like to do some of the one-on-one, or you're just unmuting?
I'm just playing. I'm playing with this to see if it works. I don't actually how to chat yet. This is the only way I can chat so far. I'm trying to work out how to actually use the chat facility.
Oh, okay. Have you found the chat box and you're just having trouble?
I haven't even found the chat box. I found.
So that's the problem. That's the problem.
It's technology's a problem, right?
Okay, so you haven't been able to. Okay, do you see a little button that says participants?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Click on that one. Yeah, and then you should see the option for chat.
Okay, it's come up as a picture of me, and it's got a picture of a microphone, and that's it. It doesn't say chat on.
Wait. Okay.
Oh, and then there's... Hang on. No.
Yes.
Chat.
Okay. We have found the chat box.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Okay, so we okay, so we have one person that says that they have to leave soon, so maybe I'll take them first and then I'll have you go next, Quentin.